Yeah, so
So yeah, it's a lifestyle. We've been interested in organic food back when Daisy was little and her sister. You couldn't go to the grocery store and buy organic food.
Yeah.
So we grew everything and just started off like that. I had a little greenhouse and a big garden, and we canned and froze everything. And
That's
learned
good.
to cook. And
Yeah.
it's just what she knew. So like she said, she got to school and had to figure out a major. She went to school on a theater scholarship.
Oh.
So she picked horticulture because she already knew how to do that. Or
Yeah.
at least, thought you did. And
Yep.
then she's learned the real science of it. And
so then I moved away after college, worked on a farm in Maine, and had a good time, learned a lot. But I was ready to come home. Maine was cold, and I miss home. And she and her husband had just purchased a hobby farm in Atkins, and so
I was still puttering around there by myself doing the farm thing, and Daisy came back, and then COVID happened.
Yeah.
So she was essentially stuck there.
And I knew I was ready to start a farm business because I didn't want to work for other people anymore. And so started Stormbrew Farm in 2020, and we really went head on into it in 2021. She and her husband had moved down here at that point. They moved during COVID because the farm was full of all of the siblings. It was full of kids. Everybody
yeah.
stuck all together. So they got another house, and she was doing that drive from Abingdon to Atkins, trying to help me with the farm. And I drove past this piece of land every day. And
And I said, if I see somebody else putting something on that land, it's gonna make me sick.
Yeah.
so we
We
bought the
bought this.
land and decided to move the farm.
Okay. That's
Moving
cool.
a farm is very difficult, but
I gotcha.
yeah.
That's a lot of stuff to move.
I can imagine.
This was a hayfield. There was nothing here. So we put the building and the roads and the fences and the water, electricity and everything.
Yeah.
And July 1st is when we bought the property in 2021. So it's right at 2 years.
Oh, wow.
So we're real proud of the progress.
Yeah.
And I'd love to walk you down to the field so
Yeah.
you can see the garden.
Yeah.
Anything by Martha Stewart.
Yeah.
We've got the Martha Stewart Library.
I went on 5 books.
Oh my goodness.
All of these Martha books, like, one night last week. Because she's doing exactly what I want to do.
Okay.
I probably should have put all these books on the slide.
Oh yeah, that part's not that strong.
But, yeah. This one's the Bible. The Martha Stewart Bible. That's her first book.
Nice.
And it's a lot of just like large scale recipes for entertaining. So that's, yeah, we'd really like to move into that more. But she's got good information. But yeah, I mean, she taught me everything I know about just gardening, and then her grandparents taught her. So it's one of those things that's just like passed down Appalachian stuff.
Yeah.
But then, of course, I learned some things in school, and then working on farms was the best teacher. And really, like, I work in restaurants too, so like working in restaurants is equally good. Just learning how to work in a stressful environment and stay organized and create systems. Yeah, as far as the no-till farming, it was just the type of farms that I chose to work on. I just learned their methods. And there are a lot of good books on no-till farming. A lot of good stuff up in New England. A lot of people coming out with interesting stuff. If people are interested in that specific nerdy genre of agriculture.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always did no-till just because I don't want to run a tiller.
Yeah.
I'm just little. I had to do everything by hand, and so we would have raised beds and
Yeah.
work like that, which works great.
Mhm.
You can't do that on this scale. Take your whole
Yeah.
life to build enough beds to work in, and then
Yeah.
you don't have any time to garden. But we got a similar thing with without the actual sides on the beds. Yeah.
Yeah, for anybody interested in learning how to farm, I recommend working on a farm. Just plain and simple.
Okay.
A lot of people, especially post-COVID, people are moving to the country and deciding that it's their dream to have a homestead, live off the grid, live off the land, whatever. But I think the wisest thing to do is see how hard it is before you do it, because
Yeah.
it's not frolicking through the flowers as much as you think it is. It's a lot of shoveling shit.
Yeah, and that's something that I've been studying a little bit. A lot of people, like everybody we meet, is new here.
Everybody we know, yeah.
Yeah.
And they bought land and starting their farm. But most of them have no connection to Appalachia or the homestead lifestyle at all. Like they're from
Yeah.
cities.
Yeah, most people aren't from the country.
Wow.
Don't know anything about
Have
it.
they're used to office jobs, tech
Yeah.
jobs, and things like that. So that one, how brave is that to move here and,
Yeah.
and want to do that, right?
And not-
Yeah.
yeah.
But it's just ingrained. Like I grew up not wearing shoes, playing in the river,
Yeah.
helping my grandpa do tobacco. You know,
Yeah.
that's just what I know.
Yeah.
And my kids, same. And I mean, they're college educated, regular folks. They can work office jobs if they want to.
Yeah.
And what people ask me all the time is like, why do you? Because I'm a graphic designer by trade. I've worked in the office for 30 years.
Oh wow. Yeah.
But why do you want to be out here and be so dirty and work sweaty in the hot sun?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I'm just crazy, but it's what I know how to do and what I like to do.
Yeah.
You know. So it's hard to even imagine what it must be like to not be from here. And then
Yeah.
you've read books and
Yeah.
you learn, and then you go outside with your rake and you go, okay, let's
Make
start
a garden.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So much admiration for people want to do that. But yeah, to Daisy's point, come and help somebody else that's already
Yeah.
doing it and make sure.
Make sure it's for
Yeah.
you because it's hard work.
Yeah.
It's always something to carry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
Carrying
a lot of carrying.
carrying things from here to there. It's
Moving
like,
things around like
why
ants.
is my hands always so full of stuff? But they are.
What advice would you give up-and-coming artists who want to have a business similar to ours?
Well, learning something about business would be useful.
Yeah,
We don't know. Business is
we're
learning for
learning
us,
business in real time.
which I think it happens to a lot of people. You do the doing of whatever it is you're doing, and then you try to make a business and get to learn business, which is a whole other thing to try to figure out on top of the whole thing you're doing.
Yeah.
But we're learning. We have a meeting every month now and talk about business. So that's a step.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I mean, what advice? Just keep doing what you're doing and.
Yeah, sometimes I think of advice, but it's gone right now.
Sorry.
No, I mean, sometimes I know it's not in my phone notes, I know that.
And people will help you, like Chamber of Commerce is great. There's a small business incubator over there. Other professionals, other farmers that are already doing what you want to do, they're usually happy to talk to you and help you. Bookkeeping services, things like that.
Yeah.
They're very helpful
Yeah.
and want to see you succeed.
Yeah. Well,
So
that's
there's
good.
a lot of good people that help you along the way.
Yeah.
I would say you just have to be accountable to yourself if you don't have a partner. And if you do have a partner, you gotta be accountable to your partner because nobody's gonna make you run the business. Nobody's gonna make you get up every day and do it. You gotta do it if you want it to work. And
Mostly we love doing it.
but
Do not love cleaning up the mess.
Yeah.
I got to do that today.
yeah,
But
if you, I mean, like people say, pick something you love and you'll never work a day in your life, which is true.
sort of.
But I don't want to be doing anything else, but I work more than anybody else that I know.
Yes.
And so does any other business owner that I know. So
Yeah.
that's just like, if you want to get into running your own business, you just got to know that it's nonstop, day and night. Phone's always ringing, doesn't matter. You just got to pick it up and say, yes, how can I take your money today?
It becomes your lifestyle, which we're trying to make a business out of a lifestyle. So it's pretty seamless. Like, it is your lifestyle. It has to be, because that's what you got to get up and go do every day. So it's good.
All right, so next question is, what do you have to show us today? Well, we did not prepare the building, as you can see, but the outside is beautiful.
Cooler, a flower workshop. But you should have seen us trying to talk to the contractors about, you want 2 kitchens, like, and you want walk-in cooler. That's a very strange request. Is it a house? Is it a barn? There's a lot going on out here already, but it's pretty small. Looks like these guys are gonna live. We planted all this there a week or so ago, and then the chickens promptly came right behind us and scratched.
So this is our best looking garden.
It's beautiful.
There's a lot of stuff, a lot of spring lettuce and spring greens that have gone to bulk, and we're working on getting that tiller out. You can see how dusty it is. You can see all the weeds down there where we had folks pulling them out yesterday. As far as growing unique things, kohlrabi is one of the weirder things that we grow. It is related to like kale and cabbage, but it has like the texture of an apple. Tastes kind of like slaw. It's really good, but that's a kohlrabi. Just come out of nowhere one day. Like you'll get a rain and then they just go.
Oh.
So, I love them.
And what is this stuff right here?
That's all ornamental millet.
Oh, okay. So it's more like a garnish?
Just more for bouquets.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like, and it's really small because I didn't get it planted out early enough, and it kind of got stunted in the tray.
Oh, okay.
But we'll see what it does. It's at least cute right now.
Yeah. Make for good little boutonnieres and stuff.
Yeah, it's perfect for boutonnieres and like flower crowns.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is a pretty good example of the interplanting because you can see we've got our onions here, but then we put cilantro and nasturtium all in between.
Yeah.
Just trying to get the most out of every bed in an effort to not have to do as much bed prep on
That
the
makes
garden.
sense.
Yeah. So see, it's kind of like raised beds, but
These are our tomatoes. This whole side is slicers, and this whole side is cherries. And I'm gonna get out here today and trellis and prune them because they need it. But yeah, they're loaded down.
Yeah.
I'm just amazed. I think because we have bees, pretty much every bloom gets pollinated, and so these plants are just loaded, which is great.
You get
But-
to make salsa, tomato soup.
Yeah.
and
To make
all kinds of
sandwiches.
stuff. Yeah.
I'm gonna cut some green ones today and take them to the Martha because I think Josh is wanting to do some fried green tomatoes.
Cool,
But-
cool.
Yeah, we grow a ton of different. This is all basil planted underneath,
Nice.
and then the nasturtiums. The chefs use both of those things.
Yeah.
down there you can see them on the corner of the fence.
Oh, yeah.
They're messing around. They'll probably follow us around in a minute. Marcia did a good job on the door. It's getting a little closer.
It's good. That was my house while we were building.
Nice. I see a large orange cat.
Yep, that's Hank.
Hi, Hank. That's a perfect name for a cat.
Really needs to be planted, but today harvesting is about all I think we'll be able to get done. We
Very
started
cool.
with a 6x10 greenhouse, so this is a huge improvement.
Cool.
These glass look good.
Yeah. We'll put those and take them inside.
Yeah, we can enjoy
We can
those.
enjoy them.
I got
Sure are
snips. We
pretty.
can get them on the way up.
They're very pretty.
Stepping on my foot.
And these lilies are all doubles.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
very
there's another
cool.
one.
Really needs to be planted, but today harvesting is about all I think we'll be able to get done. We
Very
started
cool.
with a 6x10 greenhouse, so this is a huge improvement.
Good job on the door. It's getting a little closer. Good job on the door. It's getting a little closer.